Hello, my wonderful geometry people. So we got some 10.8 questions. They're geometric probability. So this first one is number 5 I got asked. And a traffic light has 2 streets, 50 seconds green. So I'm going to draw kind of about a line. So 50 seconds is green. And then it turns yellow for 6 seconds. It's yellow. And then for 14 seconds, it's red, and then it starts all over again. So I don't have to keep on writing it out. So first I want to figure out what my total is. So my total is all of these added together. So whenever you do probability, your total should be on bottom. So if I add those together, we get 70. And it says, if you reach the intersection at a random time, what's the probability the light is red? So 14 of those seconds are red. Both of those are divisible by 7. Both of those are divisible by 2. But for this, you have to be very careful that you look at what it's asking for. So it's asking for a simplified fraction or integer. So my answer here would be 1/5. So here, this one's kind of like the last one, but it's a little bit more tricky. It's saying stops every 13 minutes. So this would be 13. Bus waits for 2 minutes before actually departing, so this would be 2. However, it's saying, what's the probability that the person has to wait more than 9 minutes? So if I have a total of 13 here, so this would be, if this whole section was 9, over here, this squiggly would be more than 9 minutes. If the whole thing is 13, and I want to figure out what that squiggly part is, this is 9, so if I do 13, subtract 9, I would have 4. So it'd be 4 out of 13. So you have to be aware of what the directions say. It says round to the nearest 3 decimal places. So if I rounded that, it would be 0.308. And that right there would be my final answer. So find the probability this would land in the shaded region. So first I have to figure out my total. That's my rectangle. And then I have to figure out my shaded region. So my shaded region would be this. So first my total would be 80 times 70. 80 times 70, which is 5,600. And then I have to figure out what my shaded region is. My shaded region is my total, because that's the rectangle, subtract my circle. I know it's subtraction because it looks like it cut out. So if it's cut out, that would be like subtraction. Now it says that after round to 2 decimal place as needed. So first, when I figure out the area of my circle, it would be my radius. So in this case, my radius would be 20 squared times pi, which would be 4, 3, 4, 4. So it's asking for 2 decimal places. So my fraction would be 4, 3, 4, 4. That's my intended outcome, my shaded region, over my total. And if I did that, my 2 decimal places would be 0.78. So again, I'm not doing it as a percent because it says 2 decimal places. So it's kind of the same thing. I have a large circle, and then I have my shaded region right here. So my large circle, my total, my radius here would be 6 radius squared pi, which would be 113.04. And then my shaded region would be my large circle. I'm using 3.14, just to let you know. And subtract my smaller circle, because it does look like the smaller circle is cut out. My smaller circle, my radius is 5 squared pi. So my shaded region is 34.54. So again, my probability would be the 34.54. My total would be 13.04. And it's asking round to the nearest 1,000th if needed. You have to know the thousandth is 3 decimal spots. So 306 would be my answer for this one. So here I'm asking for a percent because it says it's a percent right there. So first I need to know my total. My total is going to be this square, which is 9 by 9. So my area of the square is 81 inches. That's going to be my number on bottom. I'm talking about my percentage, my probability. It's asking to either land in the blue or this yellow. So really, I only have to find the area of the yellow. So if I find the area of this yellow portion, that has the blue inside of it. So area of, whoopsies, of the yellow, it says the diameter of the center is 2 inches. That means the radius, I'm going to actually just kind of draw this like here. If this is the blue, this is the yellow. If this whole thing is 2, that means half of it is 1. And that's also saying that each ring, so this is a ring right here, is 1 inch. So my whole radius here would be 2 inches. So this would be 2 squared pi would be the area of the yellow and essentially also the blue since they're inside of one another. And that would be 50.24. So we have our 50.24 over 81. Now, since it's asking to have it as a percent and round to 1 decimal place, this as a decimal is 0.620. And if I'm asking for a percent, I move it 2 times to the right, so it'd be 62.0%. And that, I should write my percent sign, and that right there is my bueno answer. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.